Oh, you've not had enough sleep. Look, you'll be like a wet rag tonight.
I feel fine, Lizzie.
Look, let the station deal with it, please, love, for my sake.
They are dealing with it, Lizzie. Reg Pratt's turned the town upside down for Lucas.
Well, then what can you do?
Well, I can help. Make a few of my own inquiries.
And that's all?
Of course, that's all.
I've never seen you as quiet as this about anything.
Well, it's the first time anybody's threatened my missus. Maybe the last. I promise you that, Lizzie.
So, when she said that her husband was a mate of Mick McManus, I couldn't shut my pint. I just had to go.
Oh, Len, you certainly do pick 'em.
I'm not kidding you. A bird invited me out once. Her and her husband.
Oh, go on with you.
Hello, Cyril. Any news of Lucas?
No, Len, not a smell of him so far.
Oh, well, perhaps he's got cold feet and blown.
No, I don't think so. I still think he wants a good me. Lizzie was just a diversion.
He's going out searching for him now, Len.
No. I thought you were on nights.
Yes, he is.
Not searching, Lizzie, making my own inquiries. There is a difference. Yeah.
Supposing you bump into Lucas when you're making your own inquiries.
Oh, I'll wheel him in, won't I?
I don't know, will you?
I know my job, Lynn.
As long as you do.
Oh, he'll be all right, Betty. I mean, if the entire CID can't find Lucas, what chance has Cyril on his own?
I've got this feeling that he will. Or that Lucas will find Cyril. I mean, you didn't talk to him. I did.
What are you doing up, as if I didn't know? I can understand you hearing Jack Walker opening up from down here, but not from under two hairy blankets and a faded blue Addy.
Oh, I don't feel so tired today, you see. I got a couple of crafty kits in last night, you know. So I thought I'd make a start.
Start?
On Dave Smith, you know, buy him a few drinks. Soften him up, like, eh?
No, Stanley.
Eh?
I'll do any softening up has to be done on Dave Smith.
Look, it's a father's duty to meet his prospective son-in-law.
After 5 minutes with you, he'll not be prospective. He'll be missing.
You know, one of these days you'll trust me with something, won't you?
Oh, I'll trust you with something today, Chuck.
Oh, what?
You can have a word with our Irma. Make sure she understands the position.
Does she have to?
Well, it's her what'll be marrying Dave Smith, isn't it?
Well, what do you got in mind, like?
Well, I don't know, sort of, well, you know, facts of life talk.
Facts of life. Look, she's post-war. She know more about that than you and me put together.
Oh, not them facts of life. Our marrying Dave Smith will solve all his problems. I mean, he'd hardly turn his mum and dad-in-law out in the street, would he?
Hey, does being a father-in-law have any rights, you know, legal rights, like, eh?
Rights to what?
Well, being looked after, a cushy job for life, you know.
By Dave Smith?
Huh.
Stanley?
What?
Do you know what the biggest obstacle is to Dave Smith ever marrying our Irma?
No.
You. Put kettle on while I wash my face.
Where are you going?
Rovers!
Well, I'm going there.
Not today, Stanley. Oh, and I'll have a sub off you just in case I have to buy myself a drink, which I doubt.
How much?
5 bob. And out of your pocket, not the club money.
I only recall Lucas being in that one night, Cyril. Of course, I could be wrong, mind you. But I remember him because he was the last out.
You've tried all the known haunts, as they say?
Well, the Jacks have. Nothing.
He'd be with a woman.
Eh?
Yeah, well, they always are. Criminals on the run, tied to a woman. Find her and you've got him.
What woman?
How the heck do I know? It's up to police to find that out. I'm just giving them a lead.
Do me a favour, will you go and plant a begonia?
No, I'm only trying to help.
Who saw the most of him the night he was in? Lucas.
Oh, Miss Nugent, I should say.
What, is she in?
No, she's away on holiday.
Oh, she wouldn't be. I don't suppose you've seen him.
Well, don't look at me, mate. He's no friend of mine. You say he's been bothering Betty?
Yeah.
Well, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. Because you're such a lovely fella, I'll get on the phone to the office and see if anybody there knows him, because there's usually one or two of the fraternity hanging about. Can I use the phone, Jack?
Carry on.
I'd be very grateful, Dave.
Always having to do the boys in blue a favour, Sergeant.
In the hope that they'll do him one back.
Oh, I see. We're in one of our tetchy septuagenarian moods today, are we, Albert? What's his bloke's name again?
Lucas.
Sid. Look, put the word around, will you? There's a friend of mine here wants to try and find a figure called Lucas. What's his first name?
Keith Joseph.
Keith Joseph. Yeah, OK, I'll hold on. He's asking.
He's around here somewhere, I'm positive. I'm positive.
He'd be with a woman. I've told you they always are. Take Humphrey Bogart, for instance. Now, every time he were on the run, he finished up with that tall, slinky-voiced woman. What they were her name. He wed her in the end, you know. She had a big mouth. Laureen Bacall, that's who it were. Laureen Bacall.
Mr. Walker, would you tell Mr. Smith I'd like a word with him when he's finished on the phone, please? I'll be at the top of the bar.
I don't know.
Yeah? Well, tell him to come round to the Rovers, will you? Well, there'll be a drink in it and some money? Yeah, some money. All right, Ta, see ya. A punter is coming round.
Who is he?
I've no idea.
He'd be a snout.
Oh, shut up, Alfred.
Somebody to see you, Dave.
What does she want?
She didn't say.
All go this morning, isn't it? You wanted to see me, Hilda?
Yeah, I do.
Well?
Well, I was just about to order myself a drink.
Oh, well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, try port and lemon, please. It's very good for the stomach.
Yes, well, mild beer doesn't exactly give you ulcers.
Not bad rice pudding, this, is it, Dad? You remember to put sugar in for a change.
Ah, it's not bad.
She's not the world's best cook, my mam, is she? But she tries.
It's like they used to say about my first motorbike, you know. She's erratic.
You know, there's a fella what comes in the shop. He's forever criticising his wife's cooking. Do you know what he says about her college puddings?
No, what?
You need a ramp to get them out of the oven.
Irma.
Yeah.
What's happened these last few months hasn't put you off it, has it?
Hey?
Marriage, I mean.
Oh, I don't know, Dad. I haven't given it much thought.
Well, I mean, you're in the prime of life, aren't you?
I don't know. I reckon the prime of life's about 14. After that, you start declining.
Yeah, a lot of girls get wed even older than you.
Hey, Lassie, they're even older. I may not look like a spring chicken anymore, but I don't want telling them not.
No, what I mean is this. If the chance come along, would you take it, you know?
If you know what they say about the song, Dad.
Ah, well, it might have, mightn't it?
But as I haven't noticed.
Dave Smith.
Dave Smith? Me and Dave Smith?
Well, he's taking you out pretty regularly, isn't he?
Oh, he must have took hundreds of women out. So now he's only managed one wife, and she didn't last long, did she? Anyway, he's old enough to be you. Bit better preserved, though. Probably that's because he was one of the first to use aftershave.
Ah, you've hit the nail right on the head.
Have I?
That's what you want, a mature man.
Oh, we've passed it.
You want to think about it seriously, it's a port in the storm, you know.
That's one way of putting it.
Sort of rock of ages, you know.
Never knew you could say old sentences before, Dan.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
Of course, there is Dave Smith's money.
I mean, an older man gives you stability, doesn't he?
I said there's Dave Smith's money.
Oh, well, yeah, certainly there is.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Keep your big conk out of my business, will you, or I'll thump it.
Well, if you'll allow me to make a friendly observation.
Well, I'd rather you go on talking than drinking port and lemons.
Well, what I think your life needs is the steadying influence of a helpmate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for one thing, who do you go home to at night?
Hilda, are you working for a private eye?
I mean, I think a man should have somebody to mix him a nightcap and run his bath for him.
Run his bath for him? Well, like you do for Stanley.
Yeah.
I shouldn't think Stanley's ever had a bath. Never mind have you run it for him.
Oh, yes, he has had a bath. First Friday in every month, without fail.
Do you get in it with him, then?
No, I flaming don't. My Stan never sees me without a vest, let alone getting in a... Oh, sorry, where was I?
You had me in the bath, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now just ask yourself, Mr. Smith. Wouldn't you be better off with a little woman in your life? Somebody to cook and sew and darn.
Who?
Comfort you in times of stress, share your successes, lighten your burdens.
Who?
Give a meaning to your life, perhaps even give... Who? Oh. Oh, well, well, anybody. I mean, you must know somebody. Your present girlfriend, perhaps.
You mean Irma? What are you hatching, Hilda? It's not 24 hours since you were applying for a gun licence, because I'd had her out a couple of times.
Oh, no, I'm sure you must have misunderstood me, Mr. Smith. That was just a mother's natural concern over her daughter. Nothing personal.
Oh, yeah. Well, I took it personal.
Oh. Oh, well, I do apologise if I've somehow conveyed the wrong impression. But I was wondering...
Yeah?
Well, whether you'd do us the honour of coming to tea.
Coming to tea?
Coming to tea.
You mean tea? Tea?
Well, I mean TT. What other sort of flaming Sorry.
Hilda,
Yeah.
for once in my life, I'm speechless.
Dave?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Somebody else know about Keith Lucas?
Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. Excuse me, Hilda, a little bit of business. We'll continue this conversation some other time.
Oh, whenever it suits you. I'm always available.
You've got to be joking. Over here. Sergeant, Vince Fisher, he's got some info on Lucas.
Sergeant? I weren't told you were a copper.
Well, I am. Does it make any difference?
No, your money's as good as anybody's.
There'll only be money, lad, if you've got somewhat of value to tell me, have you?
I saw Keith Lucas this morning in Walker Street.
As true as I'm stood here, she washed her arthro.
Your letter?
Well, I didn't know. Did I not tell she were taking it out at machine?
Hey, she didn't put her smalls in with the arthro, did she?
Not her smalls, her husband.
Oh, you're pulling our legs back.
Well, I am about smalls, but not about rug. And it were black too, and it looked like a dead animal when it emerged.
Ooh. Ken won't let me use the laundrette. He said that using a washing machine after somebody else is taking democracy too far.
Oh, there's a fella talking for you, isn't it? I mean, he'd soon change his tune if he had to do the washing.
Well, I think laundrettes are just a place for the single girl. Eh? Yes, except last night. I was using one machine. There was a young lad next to me using another. Well, we put everything in at the same time. All our washing in, our soap powder, we wash, rinse, spun together. Never said a word, but at the end of it all, we never had no secrets from one another.
You're a sex mad, Irma Barlow.
I know I am. It's with working with all these three offers.
Hello, what's the joke then? What's the joke?
Oh, it's not for your innocent ears.
Oh, it's one of those sort of gatherings, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, you women, you're known for it, aren't you?
Known for what?
Being coarse when you get together in a lump.
Oh, not oh, scrag him, Val. Hit him. We'll hit him back if he tries to hit you back. Go
What
on.
do you want, anyway?
Key, love, I forgot mine.
Oh, well, I'm just coming myself.
Right.
Let's carry that for me. Ta-da.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, before I
Yeah.
forget, Mr. Isherwood rang. Said he'd ring back.
Isherwood?
Yes, do you know him?
Oh, I got a student called Isherwood.
Anyway, I'd better be getting back now, Maggie, or else they'll not only be washing arthrugs, they'll be pinching me machines as well. How much, love?
I'm Bob to you.
Oh, aren't you generous in this shop?
Oh, thanks.
Will I see you tonight, then, kids?
Aye, it's a last resort.
And a finny addict to you, too.
Ah, you come for your loaf, Mr. Tatlock.
Yes, please, love.
All right. Thanks, love. There you are.
Thank you, love. Is Cyril not back yet?
No, he's not.
Oh, well. Hello.
Mr. Tatlock, where's Cyril been to come back from?
Well, catching this fella.
Lucas?
Well, he's not after anybody else, is he?
I don't think I quite follow you, Mr. Tatlock. What do you mean, catching him?
Well, I thought you'd have known about it by now.
No, we don't, Mr. Tatlock. Will you tell us?
Well, about 3 hours since, this fella come into Rovers and told Cyril that he'd been seen in Walker Street. And Cyril went chasing after him.
3 hours since?
Well, near enough.
Cyril's been hurt. I know he has. I just know. Oh, it's you.
You're right.
Well, what do you think?
Do you like another cup of tea?
Are you sure that clock's right?
I checked it with the wireless, haven't I?
I'm ringing the station again.
They said they'd let us know if they heard anything.
Well, perhaps they've been too busy.
I think they'd ring Betty no matter how busy they were. And anyway, Cyril's not going to thank you, is he?
Thank me?
Oh, for keep troubling the station if all he's doing is, well, having his hair cut somewhere.
He had his hair cut last week.
Well, sunning himself in the park then.
Cyril's after Lucas. That's where Cyril
We can't
is.
be sure.
Oh, if I'd have known, I don't think I'd ever would have married him.
No, what?
What it was like to be married to a policeman. I mean, remember how our mum used? She used to worry herself sick about me dad, and he was only a tram driver. Oh, Maggie, I've seen Cyril come to many a sticky end in my mind. It's a wonder I'm not insane.
Well, he's not coming to any sticky end today.
Oh, I know it's because I'm fat and You know, and a bit comical. People think that I don't need to worry. They say, oh, you never worry. You'd ought to be a flipping doorknob not to worry when your husband's a policeman. And them that abolish the death penalty and want to be soft with criminals, oh, they should try it.
Yeah, I know, Betty. I know.
Hello, Cyril. Anything about Lucas?
No, Lynn, still no sign of him.
Oh, well, he's bound to turn up sometime, isn't he?
Oh, I suppose he might do.
Cheers.
You're in trouble. Betty's been that worried.
Has she?
I'm sure that was his voice.
I didn't hear anything. Cyril, where have you been?
Oh, round and about.
But we
Did you
thought
find
you...
Lucas?
No, Liz, I didn't.
Well, aren't you going to give him the length of your tongue? He might at least have phoned.
No, Maggie, he's got enough on his mind, love. I don't want to bother him now.
There you are, Dave.
Well, it's very civil of you, Stanley. Cheers.
It's a pleasure, David. A pleasure.
Whiskey were a bit expensive,
Oh,
weren't
well,
it?
that's his drink. Be mine shortly. No, naturally.
I'll say that for you, Stanley. You're always an optimist.
That's what keeps me cheerful.
Here. Did he mention about coming for his tea?
No.
I think we'll have a bit of fresh salmon. Oh, I know it's not Good Friday, but I don't suppose Dave Smith's ever had fresh salmon. Tinned, maybe, but never fresh. Yeah, I think he'd like a bit of fresh salmon, would Dave Smith?
You reckon that the Ogdens aren't as simple as they look, then?
Well, ask yourself, mate. Could they be?
Something very peculiar going on here.
Watch Hilda, that's my advice.
Oh, there you are, the woman again. See? I forget my bit of French, but it was run about always look for the female.
Excuse me, friend. Albert, do you follow me about?
Look, I was using this pub before you were wetting your nappies, Dave Smith.
That I never did. I was born potty trained.
Anybody know if Cyril Turpin's had any luck?
Well, he hasn't found Lucas, I know that. I think it's a good job in a way.
Oh, why?
Just a notion.
Yes, well, gentlemen, will you excuse me, because Cyril Turpin is not the only one with a mystery on his hands.
Mum, you can't say you've got a surprise for me and tell me to wait till next week. It's cruel.
Sorry, you'll have to wait.
Excuse me, Hilda, could I steal your lovely daughter for a moment?
Oh, you don't have to ask, David.
Oh, not you, Mr. Smith.
Don't mind me, I've only come with her.
Oh.
What's going on?
I want a word with you.
Well, that's a coincidence.
Why?
I want a word with you, and all.
Do you?
Well, I just said.
Go on, then.
Oh, no, you first.
Oh, go on, ladies for gentlemen.
Ah, well, I'm no lady, and we all know what you are.
I've been invited to tea.
Congratulations.
Oh, at your house.
You've what?
You heard.
Have you been saying anything?
What about?
Well, anything.
No. Have you?
No? I thought they hated the sight of you.
Yeah, so did I. I couldn't understand why, but, you know.
And you sure you've not said anything?
No, definitely. Never happened to me before, being invited to tea, you know. I know it's ridiculous, but I think I find it rather charming. I think.
I don't think I'll go to the Rovers tonight, love. I'll stop
I'll
and
not
see
tell you
off.
again, Lizzie. I'll frog march you to Jack Walker's bar. Get off with you. You're better in company than sitting here.
Well, you'll be extra careful, won't you? Now, promise.
I promise. There's nothing to be careful about. Lucas will be somewhere like to smoke, but now, go on, get off with you.
Right, well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Now, keep my side of the bed warm.
Yeah, I will, love. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, love.
She's right, Cyril. Doesn't do any harm to be extra careful.
Now, don't you start, Maggie.
Do you think she's forgotten?
Well, you know, Irma, she's got the sort of brain that rejects little disciplines like keeping appointments.
Scatterbrained, you mean?
Oh, thank you very much
Pardon?
for turning my weighty phraseology into simple English.
I wish I knew what you were talking about.
Well, you know what, Kipper? I'm glad you don't.
Do you want to go to this flaming party?
Ah,
Well, do you?
that's a fatal question to ask.
Well, I wish you'd answer it.
Because having asked it, you start to think about all the alternatives.
Such as?
Early bedtime, a little bit of selective televiewing, adventurous supper menu, all the things that yesterday and the day before seemed very boring.
And today seem eminently preferable to going to a party.
You know, I don't think we used to worry about going out in the town like this 10 years ago, did we?
Well, you know, I think I did.
Well, that's just because you were born middle-aged.
I'll thump you. I'm not even middle-aged yet.
But lovely with it.
Sweet talker.
Sorry we're late, Dad. We got held up at the Rovers.
You mean you did?
We're just about giving you up.
Thankfully.
Oh, well, we can always go back to Rovers, you know. I mean, I didn't know we were babysitting until 5 minutes ago. She told me that she'd fixed a blind date up with 2 Australian tennis players that she just happened to know.
Believe out you if it's about fellas, won't you?
Yes.
Hey, Val, you'll never guess.
What?
My mum and Dad are trying to fix me up to marry Dave Smith.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Honest, and I'm not sure Dave Smith isn't in on it and all.
Right, you ready then, Mrs. Barlow? Because as my great-aunt Ethel said, that's the rich one, you know. It's nearly coming home time.
Well, go on, you're pulling my leg.
I'm not, Val. Honest, I'm not.
Bye-bye.
No. What are you gawping at?
Well, it just occurred to me, if Dave Smith were angling to wed you, would you be interested?
Interested in marrying dodgy Dave Smith? Not if he was the last man breathing. Tell you something I am interested in, though.
What?
Having a bit of fun with Dave Smith, not to mention my mum and Dad.
Well, I'm off, Maggie.
Oh, don't forget your supper. It's on the kitchen table.
Oh, well, I'll slip out that way as well. Ta-ra, then.
Yeah, ta-ta.
Lucas.
I hear you've been looking for me, Sarge. Well, I've been looking for you, too.
5 rooms. Mr. Tadlock, you're daft. They're having you on, don't you know?
Look, Dave Smith's been having me on all day, but he'll soon find out who's the mug.
Come on, Albert, get weaving. 5 rams on the trot. If you stop for breath, you buy us all a drink. If you don't, I'll buy a box of cigars, right?
Right, you're
Can
on.
I have any dozen sup?
Right.
Where are you going?
Look, I'm going to be drunk in about 5 minutes. You're not going to have the pleasure of seeing it. You know where to send the cigars. Ever been had?
Good old Mr. Tadlock.
I'll have your missus! You're gonna kill him!
If you haven't already.